We're alive! Thank you, Hyper Beam. Second chance at reprogram. How do I feel about it now? I think it is time to go reprogram now. Stinky focus? Upgraded focus? Ew. Who needs focus? Certainly not me. That's certainly a speedy one. Ooh. Lose 7 max for 250 gold. One of the few starts I consider potentially a lot better than a boss swap. Though, I'd want to fight the Burning Elite. A couple ways to fight 3 elites here, yeah? In both cases, only 2 campfires. Would prefer to take out the Burning Elite if possible. But that's, I'd have to get through this elite without my starting bonus. I don't know. I think I always take 250 gold over 100 gold when 7 max health is the loss. Losing 7 max HP at the start of your run is almost no downside, since you're not giving up the current health, you're only giving up health in future acts. And not much at that. Well worth it in exchange for the immediate money. We're doing Elite before Fire if I go this way. How often do you survive this series of floors? I think almost all the time, right? Almost all the time. Let's go to this store. I want to take the Burning Elite out. 2. Take 1 here. Call it a day. Oh, not quite a day. Take another 1. Since we were 1 damage short there of a kill. Still better than taking 12 against Jawworm turn 1. Do I have to take a Claw, or am I allowed to take a Charge Battery? Charge Battery is really good. 7 block and some energy. This Claw provides some immediate damage. I'm going to go with the Floor 1 block card. Perhaps no Claw is flaw, but we do get an additional combat here. And if we're lucky, we'll win this on turn 1. There's a 50% chance that we hit each of them 1 time and just win. Dang it. Didn't do that. 6 then. Hopefully getting either a Ball Lightning or a Cold Snap from this fight. Also acceptable Doom and Gloom, Rip and Tear, or Melter. Hologram, Sweeping Beam. The Sweeping Beam's okay. Fearless Iron, thank you so much for continuing that gift sub from Penguin with a Knife. Making it official. A tier 1 sub. This would have been a relatively easy hologram take had I taken that Claw. I think here we need Sweeping Beam. I don't have an attack to go with the Beam Cell. It's worse than normal with the Charge Battery. Starting to worry a little bit about Gremlin Knob, but we have 2 more combats with which to get a potion. And for example, here I'm really happy for the Charge Battery, because it's saving us a full 7 hit points that we'll get to bring into that elite fight. So going block, especially on floor 1, before you're out of the easy pool fights, block card can be a great first pick. Oh, look at that again, saving me a lot of health. Beautiful job. Damage card. Yes! Doom and Gloom and Cold Snap both. Perfect. Finding Slime Boss. That makes me want maybe the Doom and Gloom. 10 damage to all enemies and channel a Dark Orb. Not a bad Cold Snap either, but I think we need to hit harder to kill the Knob. The Doom. Also very good against, if this is 5 slimes or 4 gremlins, we'll be very happy we took this. Only an 8 health heal. Could remove a defend pretty reasonably. I think removing a strike would be a bad idea. Remove one of our defends. Hopefully the charge battery will fill the gap. Oh god. Oh no. Getting this fight with no potions yet is a big toughie here. I think we're going to take 12, go charge battery Doom and Gloom. But I'm not going to be able to evoke that Dark Orb until it's too late. This is going to hurt. So defend being worse than strike is primarily because of Gremlin Knob memory. We need to be able to get past our first elite combat here to get to our store. And if this elite is Gremlin Knob, we're going to need strikes over defends to be able to get out of that combat swiftly. But that's pretty much the whole logic to it. Oh yeah, our streak is now 1. Let me update that. Okay. Get a Sweeping Beamed as well. I think getting the Dark Orb is very important here. They both attack again. And we're one short of killing the slime. Oof. And that is deeply unfortunate. Big oofs. Okay, we did draw the dual cast. Good. 4 combats and no potion, but I will take a Hyper Beam. That might just be enough damage to get through the elite fight. Especially if I upgrade it. 34 damage to all enemies? That's gotta work, right? Hey, Chronometrics. Of course, if we roll, Lagavulin, we might have a hard time. It's okay, good luck to me. Could be bad. Not sure we survived the Burning Elite. Gloom then Zap. It's unlikely that I'm going to get to dual cast the Orb. So maybe it's Zap, Strike, Strike? Go Doom and Gloom Zap. Maybe we get to use that orb. Let's do this. There's a world where we win next turn, but more realistically we're going to lose all of our hit points. We're alive! Thank you, Hyper Beam. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We get an oddly smooth stone, giving us a point of dexterity, and a couple options for a block card. Steam Barrier is 7 block for 0 energy, which I really appreciate given we have very expensive cards. Or we can take an early genetic algorithm and start leveling that up. I think the genetic, and we have an energy potion to help us through this fight, too. Let's take an early genetic here. And now to the store, which rewards our patience pretty enormously. I like everything that I see here. We've got an easy peasy membership card, doubling our current gold, and all gold will gain subsequently. There's an Apotheosis to upgrade all of our cards for the rest of combat. That's sorely tempting. I think there's some decent potions. I'm eyeing a regen potion. Not quite everything. I would like almost all of these cards, not the heat sinks, not the blue candle, although it's better than nothing, right? How do I feel about War Paint, upgrading 2 random skills? I think I'd rather buy the Apotheosis. This thing. Thinking Apotheosis, Regen Potion, card remove? Yeah, we can afford all of that. Ooh, I like that. And I also afford Steam Barrier, because I want that too. 96 we have, 98 remaining. This is not quite enough, right? 6 plus 38 plus 40 plus 96 is 200. I only have 194. Apo and trying to upgrade it with the war paint, it's an interesting little idea. Would be nice if we hit it. Ideally, we get genetic algorithm and apotheosis by purchasing war paint, but it seems relatively unlikely. I think what I'm going to do instead is cut one strike from this deck. Take our 15 hit points, since we don't have a rest site here. And we might not get to one. I'd like to go 3 elites, ideally. And then I wish I could afford Steam Barrier. We could take Bullseye. Although I think we've got... I mean, we have all 3 AoE defect damage cards. It's kind of cute. We'll keep the rest of our cash here. Pick up an Art of War. If we play no attacks during our turn, gain an additional energy on the next turn. A really, really good addition to this deck, I think, especially with Apotheosis. We'll definitely have turns where we play no attacks. And it's time to spin the wheel. We could get some truly fantastic outcomes here. $100 gold with membership card is definitely up there. I would have preferred the full heal, but I will take anything that isn't a curse being added to my deck pretty happily. Okay, beautiful. We upgrade the entire deck. Genetic gets permanently super upgraded because we upgraded it with the Apotheosis. It gets +3 instead of +2 permanently. And let's use the regen potion. And we have Art of War value here. Big turn. I think let's go Doom and Gloom, Strike, Charge, Battery as our open. Or I could shuffle without this one strike. That's even better, theoretically. Depending on what I redraw. Could be a dud, though. Nope, perfect. Good. Hyper Beam does 20 more damage than Doom and Gloom, but loses me 3 focus. The Doom and Gloom thing. That dual cast coming up next turn. And it's even free. The power. Look at that. Full block thanks to Oddly Smoothstone. What an easy burning elite this has been. 25 gold and the Maw Bank, giving us 12 gold whenever we climb a floor until we buy something at a shop. That's going to be a ton of purchasing power by the time we reach our next store. And a second early algorithm. I mean, we kind of have the damage sorted, right? We want a Capacitor? Not really. Capacitor makes it harder to evoke Dark Orbs. Rebound's acceptable here, too. Although it doesn't play nice with our Art of War. Let's take another Genetic. Rolling Lego with Defect is like saying hello to an old friend that you kill. True. Calipers will be good here. One dearly hopes so. Barricade will be good here. Art of War is good here. Win next turn? Okay. So this only blocks for 12. We take 5. I could Fear Pot and Energy Potion to save 5. That's a really egregious misuse of 2 potions, I think. Let's not do that. Guess I should have Hyper Beamed first. Better though. Get both upgraded algos played, and we're offered a Core Surge. Decent damage, and it applies an artifact which can block one Hyper Beam, as well as is quite usable for interactions with other effects later on. Static Discharge for some Lightning Orb generation, not bad, and neither is Recursion here, especially with the Apotheosis in the deck, but I am super going to take this Core Surge to go with our Hyper Beam, and we're going to go for... Unelate. Well, I think I found our Energy Potion. Lets me full block and play both algorithms here. Don't think this fight's going to last long enough that I can Apotheosis before playing them, but we can just play them here on turn 1. Have a good time. Their potion returns to us alongside energy generation in Turbo, or more direct damage in Ball Lightning. Would not mind a Turbo one bit. Take the Ball Lightning. I don't know if I'm getting an energy relic yet or not. A little bit more damage in here. What ways this fight could go. Go Genetic Doom and Gloom. I expect this fight to end really quickly as soon as we draw the Hyper Beam. Steam Barrier also not bad. We thought about taking one earlier with the Oddly Smooth Stone, but now that we have 2 genetics, I'm not as interested anymore. That's not the draw I wanted. Ouch. Block for 9, take 11? Okay. I could use both potions to save... nothing, really. Yeah. In that situation, Cowboy should work as you'd expect, where the Steam Barrier loses 1 from being played once and then gains 2 from being upgraded, so it should be base of 7 after that. Steam Barrier is kind of cool. You can, I believe, put it into negative block even, which won't reduce your current block, but does... counteract stuff like Dexterity. More block cards. I don't think I want an FTL because of Art of War. Do I want a Boot Sequence or Charge Battery? I don't think so. I think we're gonna upgrade Apotheosis. It'd get killed by the Slime Boss. If I do that. We'll be okay, though. I probably should rest here. Going to. Whatever we do, we have to make sure that we split the Slime Boss by turn 3 here. Ideally with a very big split. Looks like a good start. Just gotta draw Hyper Beam and we're good. Nice. So go Hyper Beam, Charge Battery, so I have 1 more energy next turn. Doom and Gloom does not split, right? 15 brings you to 84, 79. Oh, it does barely. I don't think that's wise, though. They are both attacking. Spooky. That one, full block you. Don't draw Hyper Beam. Okay, we're not dead though. We have the weak potion to keep us barely alive. Please draw Hyper Beam. Good enough. We live. GG. 78 gold is ours, as is potentially a second Hyper Beam. During that, Ginger Llama, thank you so much for the Prime sub. And the 13 months. Contemplating Reboot here. Reboot upgraded is draw 6, and we do get to upgrade it with Apotheosis. Be a cool way to try to redraw the one Hyper Beam we have, rather than adding a second one. Let's do that. Let's take a Reboot here. And those who called the Snecko Eye were correct. It was a completely worthless upgrade. I should have taken a second Hyper Beam. Damn it. I see. So it was Hyper Beam all along. This is a pretty respectable empty cage, too. Remove 2 cards from the deck, dunk 2 strikes, and we're able to lean on our upgraded cards a lot more often. That's an oddly good empty cage. I don't think we ever want this Busted Crown. Even though we do have good money generation, we could visit a lot of shops. Lowering our card picks by 2 is pretty gnarly. Hyper Beam and Doom and Gloom definitely make me want the... Snecko Eye. I'm gonna try the empty cage here. See how this goes. Dunk 2 strikes. Essentially optimize our Art of War a little bit more. I do think we're in immediate enough need to want to go to a store here. Probably even 2 stores with this much money, right? 373 gold plus membership card. Although we could get a lot more money from the Maw Bank by not going to a store for a while. I think we'd better not. I think we'd better cash in and get as strong as we can, possibly even going to this shop also, depending on what we see. So let's do that. Go to that store. See how it treats us. How will the birds treat us, though? Is the truest question of our time. Oh no. Birds. Get him, me. Well, that's a bit of a yikes. Ouch. Could have even... I don't think I thought that turned through. You had a strike there. I could have killed you instead of blocking for 9, so I could have saved 3 health. Now how do I feel about Turbo? Quite a bit better. Quite a bit better. Steam Barrier also swanky now. I have energy? Use the reboot here to try to get a full block. It's not quite a kill. I could go Doom and Gloom reboot, but then I don't level the algorithm. Let's do it this way. And now both have been played, yes? Cool. Okay, as these algorithms get more and more upgraded, we're going to be better and better. I think one more upgraded charge battery sounds like a very good addition as well. Chaos could be an acceptable addition, too, giving us some more orbs. $37 gold for a Seek. That is a criminal price. I need you to know. With this shop coming up, I also quite like Meal Ticket here, healing us 15 whenever we enter a store. Some argument to be made for Tori, although it's quite expensive. Hard removal's pretty good. Finesse is quite good. Upgraded, this blocks for 5 with the Oddly Smooth Stone. Always think, wow, 2 orbs, 1 energy, then it lets you down. It's really good if you combine with cards that benefit from orb variety, like Compile Driver. Or if you've got a lot of focus. Let's definitely take the Seek. Let's definitely take the Meal Ticket. There's an elite between us and that shop, which makes me want to buy this Fire Potion. Well, we could buy the Cauldron instead for slightly more money, letting us look at 5 potions. I think we're quite good at elites. Let's dunk the last strike. Let's take this Fire Potion. And then I'm going to plan on going to the second store for the 15 hit point heal, and we'll have effectively more than 500 gold, allowing us to buy anything at that shop. Just pivot reprogram. This is an option, right? There is a reprogram here. Using focus to gain strength and dex. We don't really benefit on the strength side. Would beat Champ, though, wouldn't it? Well, I mean, a Dark Lord beats Champ? Nah, we're gonna be fine. Oh, I don't think I want to do that. So here and then this event. Greetings, Stinky Centurion. This is enough total damage that Mystic will have to heal next turn. Kill one of them. But a swift end to their reign of terror. So not a full block, but I have more than enough damage to kill, right? This is 49, 59, yep. Had enough energy, too. Okay, great fight there. Pick up an Entropic Brew, filling our potion slots with random potions. And I think at this point we're interested in a Beam Cell for some vulnerable to scale up our attack damage just a little bit more. Hey, Dark Saint. Appreciate that good luck wish. Yeah, Beam Cell Hyper Beam lets us kill Book of Stabbing quickly, which we're currently otherwise struggling to do. Does kind of work against the Art of War. An event here. Apparition. Or Intangibility at the cost of a lot of max health. Genetics are already kind of like apparitions. They're nice with Art of War, I suppose. I'm not convinced that this is correct, though. Probably spend a good 30 minutes thinking back and forth here. Doesn't cost us any of our current health, though it does cost us potentially the health we'll get back from the meal ticket here. This elite fight should be easy. I'm gonna say no. Partially because I just don't find the apparitions that entertaining a lot of the time. Is the Book of Stabbing. Our beam cell is here. Good. Me turbo and reboot. Let's have a big turn. Again! And to think that I thought I needed potions for that. Would that have gone so smoothly with a Snecko Eye? I mean, maybe. Certainly appreciate an ink bottle for some card draw here. We already have a turbo, I don't need another one. But I think that I do want an additional darkness to help fill out our damage-dealing mechanism. Channel of Dark upgraded, trigger the passive ability of all Dark Orbs as well. Great single target damage output. And we are going to the store. We are. Almost ready to start moving Zap? Or maybe Defend cards. Cool. Start of each combat, channel 1 Dark. Pretty good. Symbiotic Virus would definitely help the orb damage scaling go faster. There's an Ori here to let us look at 5 card choices if we want to. Dark removal's okay. Cool-headed for our first Frost. We want more Artifact. There's Panacea here. Sure that we do. Not sure I want Frost either. I certainly want more Dark Orbs, so I'm going to buy the Symbiotic Virus. Maybe remove Zap? Ginger's kind of cool here. Makes us immune to Weaken. And that allows us to not use our artifact on weaken effects. Helpful against Champ, who does a lot of weakening. Fire Orb that acts as thorns. I like that idea, Bloodgore. I think there's certainly room for an area of effect kind of orb. Doing it as a thorns effect would be a really neat way to do it. But I would love to see some more orb types for the Defect. There's a mod that adds water orbs, which generate card draw for you. That's pretty cool, too. Okay, thinking ahead. I think this is going to be Virus plus remove Zap. Yeah, remove Zap for now. Claw Orb. And neglect the Cool-Headed. I think I want a Frost Orb right now. Although the draw is appreciated. I'd rather have a Skim. Would much rather have a Skim. And do I visit this fire? Don't think that I do. I think we take an event over a fire now. Do I want the Panacea? 5 gold. Picks up a valuable card draw. I don't think that I do want it. Gonna leave it on the ground. I'll happily take an Akabeko, making our first attack each combat do 8 more damage. Most of our attacks hit all enemies. So that will be super useful against, oh, I don't know, the 3 Slavers. And I will transform a card. But what? Either defend or maybe sweeping beam. Lose the beam. Turn the sweeping beam into a beam cell. Neat. That has me beaming. Or Apotheosis Turbo. And Bloodgore, what's the Defect's favorite fairy tale? Jack and the Beanstalk. Strike Dummy does nothing. There is another Hyper Beam here. What do you feel about a creative AI? Slow power scaling. Now, if I take in Panacea, I might want a second Hyper Beam. As it stands, I don't know that I want any of this. I think this is a skip. What am I looking to add here? We need, like, equilibriums. We want calipers. I want loop. Loop is what I want. Loop and multicast. Those are things that I want. Okay, hopefully we can get back around to these algos to play them. Oof. Card draw. Why? 14? Ow. Is not a void in the discard pile. Okay. Level those up? I don't need them leveled up that bad. I think I'd go for the eyes plus. Some weaken. Up with our mitigation problem. We'll go Elite first. It's the Book of Stabs once more. This time it's personal. Or something. Let's clean up a turn 1. Okay. Apotheosis Church Battery defends. Play 0 cost. Spooky here. Ah. Not even a problem. Blood Vial will heal us 2 at the start of each combat, and here is the Meteor Strike with Strike Dummy. Now, had we taken a Snecko Eye, we'd be beaming right now. Do we want this? It does do +3 damage. Although it's pretty hard to play. We need the turbo to make it happen. Or maybe like Art of War plus Charge Battery. That said, I can seek for it. Not actually helping us, though. Our primary damage against Champ is going to be the Dark Orbs. Pass. I will swap out the Fire Pot for the Skill Pot. Figuring out what kind of orb you want is a pretty difficult thing to do sometimes. The Spire. Cinder's Bane here. Gonna play Ball Lightning instead of Defend. Try to use our artifact to block Vulnerable here. Like so. Appreciating Ink Bottle's contributions to this deck right now. Is that a word? Contributions? Contributions. More correctly, the word. Just a way to spend some energy. Let's just beat Champ with what we've got here. I think I'm gonna recall. Since we have the Apotheosis after all. That man, the Beam Cell. Goal is just charge up a couple of Dark Orbs and then unleash them all at a later date when the Champ is not expecting it. Let these three cook. We're gaining 18 damage per turn. Let's cash this one in. But I can channel another one. Okay, turn off. Thank you. So this would do 120 damage. Currently at 334, so that would bring the Champ below half health if I were to dual cast, but it won't bring him below half health if I just play it regular-like. Get him a little closer to that half HP mark. Here. Again, being quite mindful to not channel additional Dark Orbs except when desired here. And I believe we're now at the point where it is desired. Very much so, in fact. Boop. Not too bad. Easy peasy with the Dark Orbs. If we want some focus, there is a Bias Cognition here. I think Machine Learning would be incredible as well, allowing us to draw more cards each turn, which we certainly want. Of course, the Bias Cog works with Core Surge to be permanent focus. This is tough. Also another Seek, which is pretty good too. Spice Cog would make me start to want Frost Orbs. I want to try this Machine Learning for the additional card draw. Focus is nice for the Dark Orbs. Counteract our Hyper Beam. I need to be able to draw back to our block cards over and over again. Machine Learning. Fusion Hammer seems pretty reasonable here, preventing us from smithing at rest sites. With an Apotheosis, that shouldn't be a problem. Could transform and upgrade 3 cards, although I have almost nothing worth transforming. Or Cursed Key will give me a curse when I open a non-boss chest. That would be 6 max HP in exchange for a removal. There's possibly a world where this ends up being better because of that. Although we're free to spend our money on things that aren't removals if I take the Fusion Hammer. Let's take the Hammer. Don't have to worry about upgrades, so we make our pathing pretty much as shop and elite heavy as possible here. Fortunately, those are kind of at odds with one another. Could do 4 elites, but at the expense of no shops, otherwise it's 2 shops into 3 elites, which seems reasonable. Well, I could even go this way, only go to 1 shop and try to find Mind Bloom for 999 gold with a membership card, double max health Darkstone Period. And then we would go this way. It's 2 fires? I'm not doing that. Okay, we'll go to 2 shops then. 2 fires. Ridiculous. Why we need more card draw. Teen Blanc. Still not enough unless I can kill the front line, which I think I can here, right? Yeah, I totally can. Perfect. Reinforced Body is quite hot with the amount of block that can generate with Smooth Stone in our energy generation. It's also a very efficient card against Time Eater and against the Heart, so it takes relatively little beat of death damage. That. Second chance at reprogram. How do I feel about it now? A lot better. And there's the skim I wanted. There's also a Runic Capacitor here, giving us 3 additional orb slots, which could be quite spicy. I want that? Certainly I want this skim. Buy that no matter what. Do have another shop coming up. Stone Calendar here for 161 gold. Not bad, truthfully. Helps us against the Heart substantially by providing a big chunk of damage at an important timing. Not so useful otherwise. We're primarily scaling with dexterity. I think it is time to go reprogram now. I almost want to remove the darkness if we do that. We can do that at the next store, though. Let's add reprogram and look at the next shop. We'll see how we feel there. That's going to allow us to scale our decks to fully block. Reinforced body is the big selling point for the reprogram here. And because of that, we're not going to need the orb scaling, I think. Just these beam cells and the go for the eyes will end up being a really substantial portion of our damage. Okay. I know, that poor floor 1 claw. Too bad, so sad. Play it with Algo. Or with Apotheosis. Get there. So now, for example, I don't want Cool-Headed. We're not going to do Focus Things. Defragment, also off the list. Pen Nib, however, every 10th attack we play deals double damage. That I'm thinking about pretty intensely. I'm also looking at Toolbox, giving us a random colorless card on turn 1, pretty approvingly as well. The power of motivation, AJ guy? I'd be doing the same. Still haven't been able to get my hands on a PS5. So I haven't been waiting in line or, like, spending a huge amount of time looking, because I don't have the time to devote to that. But I want one. Sony should just send me one for being a famous streamer. Unacceptable. Violence is kind of cute card draw. Yeah, I think this is Pen Nib Toolbox, Remove the Darkness. Yeah. Tell you later, Orb. Your kind is unwelcome here. Okay, Transient's a fun little opponent to have here. Every time we deal damage to Transient, they reduce their damage output by that much for 1 turn. So it's a test of our combined block and damage output, essentially. Playing every card possible to get the Ink Bottle activating as much as possible. Awesome, because here I can now, with Ink Bottle shuffling the draw pile, we get to use Seek to put the things we want to put in play. I'll just draw the Void the old-fashioned way. A dual cast as well. And then Hyper Beam next turn. Let's get this weaker algorithm played then. Wait, no! Freighter Bottle. My Hyper Beam. Oh, we got it. False alarm. Cool, nice clean fight there. There's the equilibrium I wanted. 13 block, retain our hand. Stack is not bad either, giving us block based on the number of cards in the discard pile. I go for the one that lets me retain stuff, though. I think that's probably the last block card we need, although I would take another Reinforced Body if offered. You said we're going to go up this way. 3 random skills. 0 cost, huh? Sure. It's the worst that could happen. Gonna play the Chrysalis first and then upgrade them, rather than the other way around. Take a little bit here, but Blood Vial has us covered. 0 cost Amplify. Cool. Let's double our machine learning here. We're drawing 7 cards per turn. Stuff. Play this Amplify for the slow value. Am I gonna overclock? No. Yes. It is time. So this guy says, anyway. But is it really? Defends blocking for 15, that's pretty much what we're looking to do with this run. Scale it by virtue of reprogramming. Hopefully find a way to kill on this turn. Otherwise this could hurt a bit. Oh yeah, we got it. Sweet. Bottled Flame. Pick an attack to start with in our opening hand. We have Pennib and Akabeko. Bottling something. Be pretty good. I'm also contemplating taking this Aggregate so that we have a renewable energy generating card. Melter's not bad here. Oh, Bottled Core Surge. Yes, yes, yes. Bottled Core Surge to block Heart's Vulnerable is definitely the way to go here. And I will take an Aggregate. And then we're probably going to remove, like, Doom and Gloom or something. The Fall. We'll cast Machine Learning Beam Cell. We can lose the dual cast now that we're doing negative focus stuff. She forgot we had that card. Secret technique to find the Seek, except the Seek's already here. Let's go Aggregate Apotheosis. Generate a ton of energy. Algo's played too. Rippentear could be a nice strength scaling card. Not sure how our damage is going to look. I think we need a second reprogram or something. I think we'd better not add more damage cards. Yeah, doesn't this slap? With Akabeko Penniv, this is what? Plus 8, 17, 34 times 2 from Akabeko Penniv. That's pretty powerful. Nay. Take our 50 gold and our key. Like the stinky maw. Purity might have been good there. Output remains favorable, though. That skim is putting in serious work. Oh, an algorithm. A pile. Can't kill right now, even though I kind of want to. More accurately, shouldn't. Shouldn't kill right now. Still, Chaos plays the top 3. Could get some more draw with a compile driver, although realistically it's only like... probably draw 2. Draw 2 and do some damage? That's not bad. It's better than... Cool-headed would be. Let's go Strat over Violence. We get the turn 1 Doom and Gloom. Good. Turn 1 Hyper Beam, even better. Double good. We go. Beam Shell. Core Surge. Hyper Beam. Draw 2 more, get more energy. That Algo played too. Will I play Luck Be a Landlord? Probably at some point. I've heard that one suggested more than a couple of times. So it's on the radar officially. Official. Chicken and distilled for that. Retain this hand. Want the algorithm for next turn. Mostly. But yeah, there's been a bunch of roguelite titles that have come out into full access recently. Or early access that are worth a look, I think. Thunderstrike. It's finally here! The Strike Dummy Thunderstrike synergy. Slowly build it up with our Ball Lightning. Could be a legitimately, genuinely good source of damage, but I'm going to take the reboot to try to get our reprogram over and over again. Mind Bloom is here. We could upgrade all cards, preventing ourselves from healing further. We've got Apotheosis for that, though. Fight a boss for a rare relic, or just take a curse for 6 max HP. Could be a boss fight from me. I get a Loop Hero review code? I don't think so. Oh! Wait a minute. Yes, I did. Totally did. Cool. Okay, I've got so many games to look at. Nice. Gotta dig through the email folder someday. But yes, I do in fact have a code for Loop Hero. Okay. Don't mind me just having 100 block. East Pipe lets us remove cards at rest sites, too. Cool. Probably won't utilize that or the Smiling Mask. We've already gotten basically all the... Actually, wait. No, I will utilize that. We're going to toke Doom and Gloom. For surezies. Probably not the Ball Lightning, though. Chaos could make for more draws off the Compile River, but I don't think that's a good enough reason to add it to the deck here. 3 Apotheo? No. Magnetism. I've got Atbo anyway. Howdy, fast-ass panda. Poke the burn and the wound in the hard fight. Myrtle's got the right idea. Toke cards before they even get added. How the heart knows you mean business. Yes! Second machine learning. The one thing this deck would really love is some more card draw. And I will definitely take that in the form of another power. Badrag, thank you so much for that Prime sub and the 13 months. The Baker's Dozen. The blind here. Attack potion. Well, 1 because it gives me Pennabakabeko Meteor Strike. 2 for the Inkwattle draw. Oh. What are you on about, Fast-Ass Panda? We skipped a card during the no-skip ladder. A very serious allegation, young lad slash lady. Young person. Young netizen. Like that. Lord 27, Ascension 18, Silent. Oh my god, did I? Nobody noticed in the moment. If so. Oh my god, that's so funny. I believe you. Healing. Stinky focus. Upgraded focus? Ew. Who needs focus? Certainly not me. Certainly not me. Focus. Focus is ridiculous. First. It's all a ploy. Finally, they figured it out. Knew my secrets couldn't hide with me forever. That's good. A turbo reboot, too. Eat. We play the machine learnings against Awakened One here. We want the extra card draw. There's that, though. And then reprogram scaling will take us the rest of the way here. Just gonna seek that, play it. Oh, dang it. That's fine. So clean. It was all a ruse. It was a ruse the whole time. Talking about an easy block. Oh! Or was it? The HUD continues. Get beamed on, sir. There's 8 points of focus. 10 points of focus? Or strength? Minus 25 focus, oh my god. Alright, Awaken One down without a single point of damage taken. Next up is Donut. Cronut. Okay. Actually, I think a Deep Breath will be very useful here to let us redraw our program over and over again. Great draw in its own right. Decimate the donut, that's right. So for example, now I can seek Deep Breath, Aggregate. Keep this turn going. Draw the reprogram again. Yeah, and have a really big turn. A really big turn. Good day, Private Snowball. Pen nib ready. Perfect. Dang, we are strong. Let's use a deep breath to avoid drawing the void immediately. At least try to. Jace428, thank you so much for 3 months on that Prime sub, the full quarter of a year. And counting. I'd like to pen back a Becco here if possible. It is possible. Let's see what we can do though. Three more attacks. 2. Ink bottle on 9, pen nib on 9. This will give us the best turn 1 possible against our upcoming elite fights. Thump to thump, a deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the spire, the source of all these block cards that we're somehow scaling with? I mean, this doesn't really look like an endgame defect deck that much, does it? We got 2 machine learnings, a bunch of block cards, and 1 lonely reprogram. Somehow that was enough to perfect both bosses. Can we do more? Go ahead and toke our Ball Lightning. Just leaves us permanently on 2 orbs, 1 Dark Orb in front, 1 Lightning Orb and 1 Dark Orb, and that means Compelled River always draws 2 no matter what. So let's lose the Ball Lightning. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful set of things here in this shop. So, 2 big threats right now are, of course, well, there's 2 fights ahead of us left. The elites are hopefully relatively easy with Akabeko Pen Nib. If we draw Hyper Beam on turn 1, it's going to do 84 damage to the both of them. So we should be able to get some pretty swift kills. And these 2 algorithms can help make that a lot easier as well. Buying the bag of preparation does make that a bit simpler. For the heart fight, I think a speed potion for 5 permanent dexterity is a great pickup here. We can even buy that alongside the Clockwork Souvenir for an artifact to go with. That would allow us to both keep the dex and block the vulnerable from heart. FTL and Flash of Steel are not terrible here. Doing a little bit of damage, getting me a card draw, helping us work towards our pen-nibbed hyper beams, which we're going to want to use multiple times on the heart. Can I afford bag? So we can go bag and souvenir and speed potion. I like that a lot here. Do it. And then 43 gold is not enough to buy the Flash of Steel, but we can get the FTL. I think I will take the FTL. Just for a little bit more damage, one more attack, but doesn't cost us energy. And I think with 5 dex, the detrimental effect of that with Beat of Death shouldn't be too bad. Give me another beefy attack card, please. Actually, maybe Enlightenment is better? And agree. Yes, we got it! 84 damage to all enemies. Beautiful. Simply beautiful. Okay, realistically, we're not able to kill this thing next turn, so let's work on Spire Shield here. Probably Algo. Could try compiling. But yeah, because then I can... Force Surge, Hand of Greed, we actually just get the kill on turn 1. Burp. Thanks for the money. Hee. And I think because of that, I'm going to play the Charge Battery. We'll take 1, but Panagraph has us covered here. We get 1 more energy next turn. Great turn 1. Thank you, Akabeko Pendib. And yeah, we're fine here. Algorithm for 73. Don't mind if I do. Kellogg's Allbrand, thank you so much for the 1 heckin' year, the 12 months of support. Beep. A great setup for the heart, but I don't think we're gonna need a particularly good setup here. Get the Captain's Boot thingy. Start of our 3rd turn, get 18 Blanc. I can't do 10 decks in the way that I would want to. Are we doing Streamline things? Is this a deck that takes a Streamline the floor before the heart? What a concept. Gamerovic, thank you so much for the Prime sub and the 6 months. Howdy. Gold into healing. Oh, I like that idea, Frogan. Just like that you could... I like the idea of a couple of relics that you would kind of activate at a time of your choosing, rather than being a passive effect. Streamline is A-, that's right. I think it is genuinely useful. We want a little bit more damage for heart, and I am not worried about our block at all. I'm gonna take it. I'm not gonna take the speed pot. We have both of our artifacts spoken for, and I can't do the thing where I block both speed potion debuffs with 1 artifact charge. With the way that these are set up, it won't work out that way. So, we'll take our Entropic and our speed pot and bring them both to the heart. Hey, there's that flash of steel. I'll take a flash of steel. And we can retain algorithm for next turn. Perfect. So this is Equilibrium, Apotheosis, Core Surge. Hold on to Machine Learning, hold on to Genetic Algorithm. Probably play the Beam Cell and the Flash of Steel, though. But we drink this first. Strength Pot. 2 strength and a weak potion. Both very good. That should be all we need, really. Ah. 40-0. Give me that full block. Thank you very much. I get a reboot? Yes. Play this for Ink Bottle. Don't need the weak potion yet. Still don't. And nibbed Hyper Beam, right on time, for 85 damage. Okay, the heart is about to gain artifact, so I think this is the right time to use the weak potion. Extend that weaken for a few turns. Get some of that stuff out of the draw pile. We got a Dazed and a Void. Unacceptable. Actually just gonna seek for both of those. Slimed. Don't play the reboot here. Play the Streamline, get that cost reduced. And we'll Equilibrium. Next turn we get to aggregate. Good. J Mark, by the way, thank you so much for the 18 months, the whole year and a half. Merle with the preemptive GG, enjoy whatever you're off to, and thanks for dropping by, as ever. Let us... Let's see, we're not retaining this turn. Okay. I think I'll use the other reboot here. Leave it turbo first. It's happening! We can pen nib the Hyper Beam again, although it actually doesn't matter because we're damage capped. I'll expect this to cap the damage? I didn't expect it to do that. We save the pen nib for next turn, then. That's right, Chicken Man Phil. Reprogram did get a patch change. Pen nib the Streamline. Nice. Retain. Got 3 Beat of Death now. Bit of an obstacle. But is it really? I'll draw egg. Whoops. My perfect. And dib the Hyper Beam. And GG. I think that was a lot easier than quite a few of us expected. Quite a lot easier. Almost, I could have made that perfect. Almost got there too. GG, everyone. 0 focus, 0 orbs, no problem. Hey everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Did you know that I'm live 5 days a week on Twitch? Come join us to watch me live, ask questions, or chill with the community. Click the link in the description below to follow and be notified when I'm live. And while you're down there, make like a sandwich and sub to this channel for more fresh Baylor content. Ta-ta for now.